Everyone's super excited about how Superman is finally saving people in this movie. So, I hate to burst y'all's bubble, but this Superman is no hero.
Film fanatic.
Now, I can already hear you guys furiously typing away in the comments, but hold those complaints, because I think I've solved the entire plot of Superman. But before we get to the big twist, let's start with the beginning. James Gunn has already confirmed the Take Me Home scene is the opening of the film, where Superman is brought by Krypto to the fortress, where he is healed by the sun rays, but unfortunately has to get back to the fray. Now, this is where it gets a little harder to predict what happens next, because we have to put it together ourselves, using context clues from the trailer. I believe the war in Bravia is the following scene, or at least the next major event, considering the trailers give the impression that this is the moment that sets in motion the rest of the movie. In it, Superman will save people with the help of Guy Gardner. However, these seemingly heroic actions will result in something unexpected. I think Luthor will use this involvement in Bravia as an excuse to hire Rick Flag Sr. to take down Superman, with the help of Ultraman and the Engineer. Before they can fight, though, Lois interviews Clark as Superman, where she questions his role in the war, which slightly annoys Clark. The next morning, Clark heads to the Daily Planet, where we get to see what life is like for him there, which we didn't really get to see in Man of Steel. However, Lois has left the planet with Mr. Terrific to further investigate what's going on in Bravia. Unfortunately, the Hammer of Bravia, who we know is Ultraman under the suit since their Funko Pops share the same number, like how Clark Kent and Superman have the same number, begin to terrorize Metropolis, causing Superman to go and battle him. Afterwards, Superman goes to save Lois, who is being attacked by Luthor's troops. While he's gone, though, Ultraman climbs out of the suit and is revealed to be a clone of Superman. That's right, I think David Corenswet will be under the suit, where Lex uses him to destroy a bunch of Metropolis, like these buildings we see collapsing, to defame Clark. Additionally, I think the Kaiju will show up afterwards, so Ultraman gets out of there, and now Superman has to save people while avoiding controversy from what Ultraman did. So Superman fights the Kaiju and realizes that the reason it's here is to get back its monster baby, which we know from toys. However, the other heroes come and take it away. Superman decides to investigate further and goes to the fortress for research. Unfortunately, while he was fighting the Kaiju, Luthor infiltrated the fortress and killed the robots. With the information gathered that Clark is an alien, and because Ultraman defamed him, they order Superman to turn himself in, which he does. Superman ends up sharing a cell with Metamorpho, who uses kryptonite to weaken him. Lex comes down to kill him. However, Metamorpho won't stand for it and frees Superman, who retreats to the Camp Farm. While there, they call Lois, who informs them what happened. After a good pep talk, Superman is ready to return. Now, while Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl think Superman destroyed Metropolis, Mr. Terrific knows better, so he and Superman team up to take down Ultraman and the Engineer. Superman, thinking he's won, goes to confront Luthor. Unfortunately, Lex reveals he threatened Metamorpho, who is now opening an alternate reality to destroy Metropolis. This is where I believe the climax of the film will take place. Superman, Mr. Terrific, Lois Lane, and Ultraman all arrive, ready for battle. Of course, Superman and his friends are victorious. The conclusion is pretty simple. Luthor is humbled, maybe even arrested. All the caged humans are free. Mr. Terrific starts the Terrifics team with Metamorpho. Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl go back to work for Maxwell Lord. And Superman and Lois are able to fly their problems away. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried my best to put together what the plot for this movie is, and even predicted the big twist of the film. Subscribe!